Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. We're trying this again. I tried starting a stream earlier, but I had the wrong view on. We were looking at XG, which is sort of unhelpful. Um, but yeah, we're in the middle of a 5-point match here. Apparently, I'm up 1-0 after possibly some questionable plays in there. But we'll take a look at it after. We'll take a look at it in XG after the match. Okay, so I'm up 1-0. So I should actually be a little aggressive at the score, even though I'm up in the match. Like, I don't know if I quite have enough here, but this is at least close at 4 away, 5 away. Like 4 away, 3 away, you double this in a second. 4 away, 5 away. It's pretty good. His position is so bad compared to mine. Maybe a little optimistic, but I'm going to send it at the score. It's maybe a cube at 4 away, 4 away, but not at 4 away, 5 away. We'll see, though. I think it's fairly close. Oh, there's no, I want to do this, but there's no good 5. We'll run all the way. So a little bloody in the outfield. I kind of don't like it for that reason. Okay, let's try this, or maybe 6-4. Let's try this. Okay, I would have gotten smooshed if I ran from the back. Okay, this does not hit, but makes the 5, which might be better than hitting anyways. Okay. He's trying something. I think this gives me too many good attack numbers. Five prime is a 5 prime. Okay, this looks reasonable. Oh yeah, I should make the ace point there rather than leaving two problems on his 2 and 1 points. Okay, up 30 pips, so just gonna play super safe mostly. Like probably, well, I was gonna say I want to clear the 8 point. But actually the distribution ends up a little weird with a big stack on the 7. So maybe I keep it for another turn. Block is 5-5. Well, this didn't work. Well, I came out okay. Still a little awkward. Yeah. Maybe a little sloppy there. Okay, so no need to hit, I assume. I'm up 20 plus. Hitting would not be right. If you're only up a few pips there after the roll, hitting would be called for. Okay, looks good. He can stay back again. So there's only 6-5 that leaves a blot number. And then probably should be going with almost everything here. Maybe even a 3-1 he should go. So to minimize the gammons. Not that there's a ton of gammons, but there's not a ton of wins if you stay back either, especially because you're going to bust your board. But, 6-3, no choice. All right, so it's going to be 3 zip. So you're going to be very careful about taking gammonish cubes. Non-gammonish cubes I can take very deeply, though, at the score. According to XG, the take point is like something tiny. It's like 17 or something. Like for the guy that's up 3 zip, The take point is like way low. Because that extra point, you know, is worth like more for the guy who's at 3 than the guy who's at 0. It's just the gammonish positions. The gammons are super valuable for the other player. The double gammons, I should say. All right, this looks natural enough, I guess. Like my 11 point. Okay, should see if he can forgo the hit. He does correctly, I believe. He should be very aggressive when there's some gammas, but this is too much, I think. This is too aggressive. Do this before the barn door closes. Good. Yeah, I like this game. Okay, very non-gammonish game. So if I roll big, I can actually get an legit cube at the score. Ooh, this is a shot though, is it? This is a stupid shot. All right, so probably I'm making the 7. It is more shots than I'm moving the back checker. 7 point's a good point though. I'm missing anything, am I? No good landing spot for later. Do not dance, Alex. Good. Please don't double me. Shoot, yeah, that's a good double. Okay, we should let this go at the score. He's up 13 pips and has like a decent attack and is fairly gammonish. And I'm not sure about this one. All right, for two-way forward, I got to be super careful about taking gammonish positions, anyways. Good. I had pretty good compensation last game, so I don't know about that one. It didn't like the blot on my 2 points. Okay. So I should try to gammon him. Although this might call for something rather positional. Because it doesn't work well as an attack number, you know. Good attack number. Yeah, pretty good. Wow. Okay, now what the hell is this? Oh, I can cover 18-2. It took me a sec. I was wondering like whether I need to like switch or not. But then I saw the obvious play, and as usual the obvious play seemed correct. Okay, so maybe it's actually this, because they've got 2 on the roof still, and I really want to maximize the builders for the 3. Especially if it rolls like a, I don't know, a 3-2 or something. Really want to go after him there. Like here, I think I do got to go after him, even though I've escaped everybody. Make it easy. Because he rolls you leave him alone. He rolls a 2. He's got like a real game there. Awkward. It's not getting any better. I want to roll like a 2-3 or something. Getting a little scary, but it's still too good. Or possibly as close to a take. I don't know. I mean, his take point is 18.5. Yeah, he might I don't know. He might have it here with my weird builders. Okay, this should be safest. Good. as pleasant. Not bad. Better than 5-2. I rolled the 2. I rolled the 2 and the 1 in the right order. It says class permanent and all that. I'm not sure what that means. But well, I know what well done means. Yeah, well, we should be. Yeah, I definitely should be leaving the anchor there. So I roll an ace and he gets a shot at me. All right. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, I played decently. I have a feeling I messed up the first game before I started the stream, but let's take a look. Okay, let's put me on the bottom. Focus on my errors. So what happened? Yeah, 3 checker play. Okay, no missed cubes, but 3 checker play blunders. Okay, yeah, this is the obvious thing is correct. I think most players are making the 21 here. I thought because I got my 9 point and the 23 is a decent point. With the 8, because he has his ace point made, the 23 is sort of good enough. Thought it was maybe okay to make the 23 here, but no, 21. 21 and the good distribution in the outfield is better according to the computer than my play. I could buy it. And then am I close to a cube here? Not quite. Wait, 6-4 wants to make the 2. I guess I did actually see this play. This wasn't an oversight. I mean, I decided to make the 3 instead of the 2. Because like the 8 and the 2 don't go well together because they're 6 apart. It is no shots, and it keeps the 9 point, though. So a 9 point, I guess, is a pretty good point here. Better than the 8 point. So I guess you're supposed to do this over making the quote-unquote better point. Oh, and also the distribution is a little better after making the 2. So I guess the arguments sort of add up for this. Okay, I guess I can see this. 5-1. Yeah, this wouldn't have played well the other way either. Okay, yeah, so you don't play 9-3 here. That's like too destructive. So you can do what I did. You know, obviously you hate it if he rolls a 3, but the 3s are duplicated with the good point making numbers on the other side of the board. So it's like you're not paying full price to the hits, you know. There's other play that I actually did see, just kind of going for it, but it could be it's a little much. Best for the win according to the computer. Maybe you do it a double match point, you know. Still no cube. Fill in everything with this 1-1. And then I'm too good. 4-4, yeah, there's no fancy switch play here. I looked at coming in, hitting, and then switching 6-2, but I mean, it has some merits, but I don't know. Giving up your 6 prime, which is sort of valuable here. Because, okay, so you hit him, he enters, and he just kind of crunches badly, exposing more blots. Okay, good. This one's pretty close. Best according to the computer is this, but only by a little bit. Wins the most gammons, probably pays a few wins over playing 7-2, 6-5, stripping the top point, only leaving 2 checkers there, so you get to clear it. You get to clear it in a bit. So it's probably safest to do what I did. Now this is not safest to rip 2, but he entered. I'm a little concerned with him running off the gammon. So that's why I don't clear the 6 here. Double match point. I would clear the 6 probably. Although you do really want to block them on 5s also. Because the 5s play super destructively on the other side of the board. Yeah, she should run with at least 2 checkers here. Probably all 3. And then, oh, there was a hit or not. Oh, here, yeah, I thought about hitting here because I figured it did win slightly more gammons. But you do okay for the gammon just playing safe, so I just played safe. Turns out it's very close. You lose slightly more after hitting, but I don't know if that's actually strictly true because you have cube access, so you get to actually use the cube if you get hit back, So it's sort of an argument for this play. The fact that you have cube access, the fact that you get some value from the cube if you get hit here, means you can play like a little more. You can play a little more shoddy. Yeah, let me show you. So here the computer slightly likes hitting, right? If I had doubled, if the cube is on the other side, I don't think the computer's going to like hitting. I think it's going to cost too many wins. Yeah, so it's wrong by 0.03. So that's all due to just like the cube position. I mean, often people say, oh, you want to reduce volatility when you have cube access. And that's often true because you want the equity to swing slowly, especially if you're winning anyways. You want the equity to swing slowly and you hope to get like hope to land on an efficient cube, as opposed to like the equity swinging wildly back and forth and you might not land on an efficient cube. You may like way overshoot your market or something, or let the other guy take the lead. But here the volatility is kind of a good thing because if you play just super safe, you're not going to get any value from the cube, right? It's just like the cube in the middle I'm talking about. You don't get any value from the cube. You never get to use the cube here, unless you get hit, right? So you don't do that because you want to get hit. You do that because it increases the gammons. And getting hit is like less bad than it usually is because of the cube access thing. Oh, hopefully that makes sense. It's slightly wrong. I think I just get a couple more rolls at best, so I should maximize on 2-2 here. So 2-2 only gets off 1 checker here. If you do this play, gets off 3 checkers, and you're gonna be off next. You're gonna be off in the next roll. So for instance, here my play is probably okay because I get more than it's just okay at least because I get more than 2 rolls. But anyways, I do not get the gammon. Oh, and this is the game where I double a little early this game, I thought. I guess it's going to be okay because the computer didn't ding it. Okay, so it actually likes the cube. Yeah, I thought it might be a little shy, but it's a little good. So it's 4 away, 5 away in a fairly gammonish position with black having a clear edge, right? So for money, it's not a cube by 0.05. 4 away, 5 away. Your 4 away, gammons are very valuable. If he passes, he saddles you with an awkward 3 away score. So you want to double aggressively. 4 away, 4 away. You're not winning the match anymore, and you still have the 4 away stuff going on. So it's even more of a double. 4 away, 3 away. Maybe it's getting close to a pass now. Because you're 4 away and you're losing the match. Yeah, it's close to the take pass border. Just this sort of innocuous position, So you got to be really attuned to like what this 4 away stuff means. And 4 away, 2 away. That's that's a big pass. So yeah, I was thinking along those lines. Four away, five away. I wasn't too sure about it. I was sort of on the fence. Well, four away, six away is probably. This is probably not good enough. Is that right? No, that's not. Sorry, four away, six away. Yeah, it's not good enough. It's more kind of like money. Okay, but anyways, the computer does like that. I rolled 3-2 and botch it. Oh, 13 to 10, 6 to 4. Yeah, I didn't quite think about this. I was still thinking about my cube, I think. Yeah, my play of 13 to 11, 13 to 10, it's a little shoddy. We can put it up on the board. Yeah, he's got 4 9s, 2 10s, 2 11s, and 2 12s that hit. So that's kind of a lot of shots for this. When you could just do this, keep all the assets, get good builders anyways. Oh, 13 to 11, 10 to 5. I guess I briefly thought about that. I definitely thought about 22 to 15. I thought this was too dangerous though. I thought he was hitting everywhere, you know? It's like if he can't hit in the outfield, he's hitting inside, and then I got all these blots flapping around. So I'm a little surprised this is like okay. It keeps all the nice structure though. It leaves no direct shots on my side of the board. So I thought this was like okay. The computer actually wants to do this though. Yeah, I don't know. Makes the 11 point, gives up the 10 points. 11 probably does have more value than the 10 here because you got the 4 point made. And so the 10 and the 4 don't go well together, being 6 apart. And he does have like a decent anchor now. So he has to give up his anchor to hit, and it could be a little dangerous for him. I mean, I guess I can see this. I'm a little surprised this is close, though. I guess there's just nothing that's that good. Okay, make a 5 prime. Roll an awesome 6-6, and then mostly just try to play safely. 8-5. Oh, 8-5-2-1. Shoot, no, I was not on the ball here about this position. Actually, the computer might not be right about this. Seven, 6, 4. 7-6-4-1 is better than my play. So the computer wants to do this. So it wants to play 8-5, 2-1. And it's not dangerous at all because of the 4 blots on the white side of the board. Or in fact, it probably. I mean, he's hitting with 5-5. That's a little. He's got to leave 2 blots in that case. So he plays 1, 2, 3. No, yeah, he has to leave 3 blots in that case. Yeah, maybe I don't know. I guess he's still hitting with 5-5, but I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe not. 2, 3, 4. Huh. So it still kind of blocks 5-5, right? And it's great distribution. But he's never forced to hit really. Although if you roll 6-5, he's got to sort of run with the 6 and then maybe keep going with the 5, and then he gets slaughtered. It's great. It's just great. It's great attacking position. If he runs with 1, I guess that's true of any 6. So that's what's going on. I guess if he rolls any 6, right, except 6-6. You want this position. because it's such an awesome attack position. So what does my play do? I'm still attacking him when he rolls a 6, but it's less potent, I guess. Worse builders, I got the blood on the deuce. And also, it could be a little awkward to bring this in. I guess the builders are just in like the wrong places. Like the computer prefers this to my play, or even this. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I just didn't think too deeply about that, and I should have. I knew it was like a little awkward, but I did. So maybe I should have been able to find something. Maybe I should have been able to find a better play anyways. But anyways, I got lucky and it's 3-zip. Try to get out of there. This is wrong. 50. Oh yeah, minimizes shots. Yeah, I made the asset. I knew I was leaving shots no matter what I did, right? So I made a decent asset. Computer doesn't like it because it's just too many. It's too many shots. Right? It's 13, 14, it's 16 shots as opposed to 11 to make the 7 to do this at a time when White's board is really good. I'm not sure I actually considered the right play. I considered 15 to 10. Which does save a shot maybe, but only a shot. Shoot. Yeah, so this does make a lot of sense to me. And then yeah, pretty big pass at the score. 5 away, 2 away. I mean, one way maybe you can see it is like, okay, maybe it's a take for money, but it's still pretty reasonable to cube it for money, right? So I guess you don't want to take it 5. You don't want to take it 5 away, 2 away, where you have no recube vig. Gammons only go one way, and gammons are very valuable for the 5 away player. So that is a correct pass. And then, this is the 3-1 game. Things are going swimmingly. Okay, I got a good attack going. He just dances a lot. Yeah, here I thought about 13 to 5 to get the builders, but the safe productive play is just so nice looking that I went with it. Well, 13 to 11, 8 to 2. No, it doesn't like it. Yeah, it's like a great safe play, not so great attack plays. Here, got a pretty good attack play, putting 3 up on the roof. Luckily, I do see 18 to 2. If you're not playing 18 to 2, apparently you should do some switch play. Okay, load up the builders, should be fine. Okay, slotting isn't quite right here. So 13 to 7, 8 to 3. Really go after that point where White's board is so weak. I think actually I might do it if it was this. At least I've seen the computer slot against like 2 on the roof here a lot in this type of position. Just because it's so important to fill in that 3-point quickly. No, it doesn't like it here. It almost likes it with 1 on the roof. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what lesson there is here. It's not I don't know. It's not too bad. I guess if you don't slot, the builders are better. Like, I don't know. Like here, for instance, you kind of only get 3 builders no matter what you do. Here, if you don't slot, you get 3 builders, and if you do slot, it's like kind of only 2 cover numbers, so it's a little difference. And you're a little lower on time. No, it still doesn't like it. Although it's close. Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool play to make if you if you can get it right. Like you got like this blitz going. Your opponent's board is very weak. If you don't have a productive play elsewhere, I think you do want to consider slotting that last point in your board when at least when the guy's anchored. Maybe not if he has maybe not if he doesn't have an anchor. And we saw there it wasn't quite right, but it was always kind of close. Anyways, I didn't do it. I just played the normal thing, 18-7. And I got to go after him here. And I rolled just awkwardly for a while. Too good to double take. Kind of a rare thing, but it means my no double equity is greater than 1. But he has a take because he wins enough at this lopsided score in order to take. So that's what that means when it says too good to double take. And here it's just no double, not good enough. Yeah, my builders are all so messed up that I think this is a big take. Back to too good take. Yeah, it was 23 here with the bad builders. Oof. So like I said, take point's 18.5 at the score. Okay, here's back to a pass. Good. And then for some reason he doesn't know he needs to run with the last checker. Same here. And then I win. All right, well, I played it okay. Some checker play issues there for sure. Even too many shots here. It's getting too awkward here. When I have this opportunity to do something crazy because of his 4 blots. I don't know, so does he hit with 5-5 if you make the right play? Or does he just stack oof. That's terrible. Stacking 5 guys on the ace if you don't hit. So I guess you do hit. Even though you got to leave 3 blots, I think. No, yeah, it turns out it's pretty close. This is the best hit play, apparently. This one. But thinks it's best just to do this. Oh, for the gammons. Yeah, best for the win by far is to hit. That's what's going on. The guy could dance and then he's like maybe winning. He's maybe ahead. Dance a quarter of the time. But best not to get gammon is obviously this. And gammons are pretty valuable at the score. And then what was the other checker play blunder? It was like an early thing, wasn't it? Oh yeah, this was the last one. Yeah, I think most people are getting this right. I mean, I make the better interboard point, but the distribution is bad, and I give up my 9 point, and I leave a shot. So you're supposed to just make the 2, which I think is what most people would do. Anyways, I'm going to sign off now, but I might be back tonight to commentate some matches in my weekly jackpot, depending on whether I lose early or not. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of this, and I will see you next time.